total playtime on that. So, goodbye. Alright, so apparently some people are using an undocumented API out of Hodgepodge, so we're gonna have to put some of our stuff back and actually do all the actually thinking about how we make the interface work. So we're going to want to convert this back to a client mod so we can actually iterate on it. You just have to be careful to flip everything back. Although now that I've actually got this in this location, I did notice something while I was sitting here. It has also become untrue. Anything else we need to fix up? Don't think so. Remove a reference to being unused icons. Some mod info. Oh, actually, oops. This local repo isn't updated yet. Shoot. I know how to do this mostly with the GUI and the other one. No. Move the branch backwards. You know what, branch A to go back at. Well, that's the easy thing. Check out A, reset hard to B. So we already checked out master. Minus hard. Five 5604 B6. Now we get all. Well. Alright, now we actually go back to README and do that again. Now that we're on continuous history. And then we locally modify mod info. Also, it's a new update, so usually we just update this. It's 22nd, I believe. This is kind of a bug fix, but it's also an interface change. Now, hey Combat, how's it going? Oops, that was the wrong one. I want the GUI. Ugh. So we actually want to revert to that version and then fix up the console log again. But we're going to need to do... So we've got our compact. This might end up being kind of the same. Which it's just this. But we have to go through this intermediate step. So actually, if we don't... Well, no, we still have to support this syntax. Because something else could use anything this could have taken. So this is... So we need to check out this file as of this version. Is there... External diff, blame parent, commit, copy path? No. There is not a shorthand for doing that. So we... 560 for B6. UI mods. Hodgepodge. Icon atlas.js. Etals. That did not work. Reset file to specific version. Convert a specific file to a specific reversion. Oh, so we need the dash dash, apparently. Okay. And where is that? After the commit number. Focus. No! What am I mistyping here? It's not complaining about anything. Hard reset. Reverting a single file. Checkout commit path to file. Oh no, this is the one that changed it. So we actually have to go back to here. A98852. Alright, so there is no more max icons. Icons total. There effectively is no... We have no objects. So it is just return that. But it is, we're going through this intermediate of request icons, which has to be able to handle object format. So we need to support you. Well, we have to be able to handle it. If it's type of string. Oh, right, because it was a single versus an array. Try to assign string. Now, this is actually going to become rather simplified. So I may have to do a bunch of replacing here. And what are we returning? Are these just success codes? It returns the slot number if it was a slot. Do we ever use that besides negative? I'm looking for more call sites here. Try to assign object. Yeah, like apparently request icons was being used directly, even though when I looked at reverting the commit, it wasn't in the README, so I didn't read it as a public interface. Oh, you know what I should have done? Actually, where we're at is okay. This will be the case where it works. What I need to do is get an actual test case. Pretty runny today. Actually, I might have this already. Probably be dev. Yes, in some form. Branch balance. Ooh, lots of updates since I used this quite some time ago. Well then, let's just pause preview for a little bit because that's I didn't realize there were that many changes. Or I mean that much I know there were lots of little updates. I didn't realize there was that like bite-sized changes. I thought most of the model work was done by the time I was last working on it. All right, that's actually blocking stuff on the other monitor. Meanwhile, yeah, speaking of blocking stuff. While we wait for that, was it here? Okay, so that's the fix. Actually, can we just look at commits? So we're going to want to reset to U. In order to see a case where we're still using this API. Wow, you guys were doing lots of model work, huh? I probably should have updated that ahead of time. So I guess we'll continue working on the understanding part of this. Ultimately, we only, well, I can leave this in for development, but I should probably remove it long term. Yeah, perhaps. So we're not doing any max icon stuff. We know that. Although this is not going to be runnable if I do that. We're not going to have that. Well, I know we don't need this stuff because we're not super limited. That wasn't defining any. No, it wasn't defining anything. The slot stuff is all should all go away. We just need to develop a list of all the icons. Effectively, although I mean, Mikey said bring back a method, so it's pretty much just that method, I think. And then I want to add that to the README, even though it's not needed as much anymore, just so that's clearly part of the public interface. Because I was kind of treating it as back-end implementation detail before. So all the slot stuff we don't even need. Request icons. Okay, so we do need some processing of array or object, and that might actually be string. Yeah. Try array. String. Assigned index. So, slot usage. So slot usage. So So this is the index, aliasing. So slot usage was actually an array before. Hey, Nicola. Well, apparently, I either didn't realize or forgot that a particular method in Hodgepodge was being directly used by some mods. So I need to put back... So rather than simply reverting the commit that added that feature, like I yeah. I can try to go for the mute button, but there's not always time for that. Okay, so setup. So that's model.strategic icons. And somewhere we implement this. That would have been send layered. So this essentially gets returned down to a single list. This is not going to be sending layered. Subscribe. So we can probably do this with a kind of just returning this to a flat array. There is no such thing as no free slots because there is no mex icons. So that just... Wait a minute. You're mapping strategic icons. Well, I do want to make sure it's a copy of that array and not the same as that array. Although there's faster ways to do that, I think. So we could do get the value and concat with nothing. And that should get us... Oh, no, actually it might optimize that. We'd want to do new array.concat. I may have seen that being a thing before. And we have to update all uses of this. Slot usage total, slot usage index. So it's not index. Oh, wait. That's slot usage index, index of ID. So this is more if it's equal, we found one. Which actually means we can just do slot usage index of. Which will be -1 if it's not found. Empty slot. If it's an empty slot, Well, I guess if they're calling request icons, they could be calling release icons, but we should really just remove it from the list in that case. So empty slot is going to be just our the length of our list. Assign that is from model.strategic icons. Yeah. Oh, this is the just for the comment replacing. Okay. Equals 2. Slot usage I equals. Oh, maybe we don't need slot usage here. We shall have to see. And then there was aliasing, which this should just end up being removed. Try to assign alias. Try to assign object. If we got a slot, which there should be no reason for this to fail, realistically. And this can probably be kind of simplified down at some point. We want to support the syntax meanwhile. So alias would only be called if that failed, which it really shouldn't fail. Which actually, this just becomes try to assign string for the keys, because we don't really care about values anymore. Alias should just, it's not a thing anymore. Slot usage. This is treating it as an array. So release becomes model.slot usage index of 2, and if that found something, remove it. So release all those icons. Yes, go through, remove them. Layers is not a thing. Model.strategic icons. There is no layers. Go to the slot usage. Yeah, we just get the list. Actually, the list is strategic icons. Isn't there a base method for that? Or I could just do model.strategic icons. Planetary annihilation. Let's narrow this down to UI. Model.send icon list. Yeah, that's exactly what that does. So we just change this to model.send icon list. Don't need this anymore. And oh my gosh, Legion is updated. I'm essentially going to be checking out a version, so branch shouldn't matter as much. C7, A2. I guess my focus is in the wrong window. Now, was one of these... There we go. I need to remember how this works. Ooh, do I have Python on here? Install local... 2.7.15. So this is probably going to give me all kinds of path problems now. We could do a direct reference to it for these purposes. Standard library test suite. I'm not going to be developing Python per se. PyLauncher. Oh, that's what that does. Actually, I'd kind of rather not. Shortcuts. I guess all users is fine. I wish they explained what they're adding. Is that path? It is installing, right, because it's not for all users. It's probably fine. All right, so at best, we just need to relaunch that. At worst, we have to restart Windows, which we're not going to do right now. So, we have to go figure out where that is, so we can run it explicitly. It was one of the locals. Didn't notice which one, I think. Okay, I was wrong. I'm trying to fix some PA mod. To that, I want a realistic test case. And that has a rather complicated install process that requires a version of Python that is not the one I have. So without rebooting to try and get updated paths, or at least relogging, which I don't want to do while streaming, in particular, I have to figure out where the heck they installed that. It's not under Python, apparently. Alternately, is this something I could just do myself if I'm not doing it day in, day out? Okay, so it's changing the suffix. Fine. I was gonna look at that anyway. Mod folder, client mod, server mods. With the IDs. Copy client, server, shared. Display name dev. Oh, it's doing differential dependencies for the two. So that could be a little bit annoying. I'm gonna have to run the installer again to see where to actually put stuff. We're not finding anything here. What are you looking for? I need to get... I want a local version of Legion so that I can test something that is doing direct use of request icons and see if it works. I tested Baboom, but Baboom is using the main Hodgepodge interface, not the direct call of request icons. And because of a bug in community mods, it will not use local files if there's an available package by the same ID. So I have to modify Legion to use my modified Hodgepodge. I can't just change the library and have it work. Well, actually, Legion's been updated anyway, so it's kind of a moot point, but... because I need something that's actually calling the request icons. The sad thing is, it's actually looking faster to rerun the installer. Let's see what the path was. Yes, and they're all Python files, which I need Python 3. Okay, local programs Python, of course. Okay, I mean, that's fine. They're still both scripts that have to be run. I mean, well, or I'd have to do a whole lot of juggling of stuff myself. Local programs, which I guess, well, yeah, if those are settings and these are programs, fine. I guess we have two versions. Was that a... okay, we already had a Python 3. It just wasn't in the path. Well, yeah, with whatever I was doing in the past, Python 2 got set up as the default. Apparently I had a Python 3, it just... I wouldn't have known where to look for it. So... well, actually, we could shortcut this a little bit. App data... local... programs... Python 3.7 Python.exe Python. Too weird, 'cause I thought I auto-completed part of that. No module named patools.pa. Which window was that? Python UI Legion. There's an empty folder called PA Tools. Oh, okay. Submodule init submodule update. Okay. Oh, so install new isn't as fancy, huh? I guess I didn't look at it. Oof. Client server. Yeah, I guess it's this I probably could have managed manually. All right, so what did that do for us? Oh, okay. So we would expect to find that in server mods, Legion expansion server dev, and client mods, Legion expansion client dev. Now, I still need what I still haven't done. And actually, we're kind of in the middle of changes here, so I don't know if this will run. But, alright, so this is here. We've not updated the identifier. And then we need to go into you. Make you depend on... Actually... No, because this is still the old version. So... I might have to make that client since it's a client mod. I'm not sure about that. Or I could just have it active. No, but we don't want it activating the other one. Hodgepodge.local. So, since I'm in the middle of changing things, we would actually expect that to break right now. Unless I happen to have done just enough. Alright, so we need... Alright, so not currently active. Alright, those are active, not installed. Hodgepodge.local. Just make sure that's on. Hodgepodge client local Legion expansion dev. This instant sandbox will probably not choose Legion commanders. Play spectate should be fine, but we need to be in the lobby so we can select the commanders. Oops, not the system. All right. Well, we probably. Well, I mean, I guess I can still paste anything, so it shouldn't matter. Oh, I'm spectator, so I can't change them. Actually, yeah, I should still be able to paste the units, so I think it'll be fine. But that should get things loaded. Yeah, so there's definitely errors. But no, I didn't select Legion, commanders, but we should still be able to paste some units. Gotta select the person. And yeah, okay, so we just saw that there was an error, so that's expected. Since that's a client mod, we actually ought to be able to kind of leave that up. So actually, unexpected string. Looks like it was, yeah, because I was in the middle of changing stuff. So we got send icon list. Release icons. Actually, just release icons was still. Actually, did I? Huh. Removed units, added units. Oh, actually, we don't really care about release icons. We have to support. We don't. It's not really a thing. Actually, that just becomes a no-op, I think. So we don't care about removed. For icons, we do that for build bar. Request icons. We have to deal with all these formats, and then cause it to update. Try to assign array. Could be a string or an object. Could be an array or an object. Try to assign objects is going to go through the strings. String, I could probably actually collapse some of this stuff. Yeah, release doesn't get called now. So we've got it down. Max icons we're probably done with? Yeah. Icon pool we are done with. This is actually like dirt simple now, but I guess that kind of gets it in setup and then called down there. This is probably way fancier than it needs to be. We could empty slot, assigned index. Try to assign string is really just gonna be well, what this does do is it says if it doesn't add the icon twice, which I don't think would really hurt anything. And then assign. I switched over. Yeah, I switched over to just calling who's it? The base one, which is, so actually, we don't have that. That is, we don't really, I mean, if we do an assignment, it's going to be the end. So, I mean, we could, if it's already signed, don't do anything. Else, TD icons dot push to and in theory that would return something, but we really don't care about return values at this point. Try to assign array. If it's a string, just do that. We could do this a little bit more optimally, but this could potentially be strings or objects. So that's probably okay. However, now our problem is we probably still have unexpected string. And the problem with PA's load script is that you don't get any feedback about where these errors are. It might have been, yeah, okay, yep, I was modifying this little printout here. Icon management setup. Oh, yep, indeed. Okay, loaded icon atlas. Okay, so, oh, you know what? It determines that when they first spawn in. Okay. And I forget which unit I actually collect here. Yep, okay. Yeah, so the icon index gets assigned when the unit's first created. And regular icons are still okay. So that appears that it is actually something which is compatible with mods that were just directly calling request icons. So the other thing we want to check and this is where, all right, so community mods. Okay, auto removed. So now I have to once again, I think I might have removed this. Boom. Oh, no, actually I didn't. So, server mods. And I don't remember where I left your mod info. Oh, I was calling it client this time. Oops. Installed. Boom. Settings. We don't need to stop the lobby really. And no, that went to a factory. Just a player. Okay, and basic hodgepodge has the icon as well. Oops. We should probably disable the local one before we shuffle it around. And then we're going to do a bunch of stuff to directories. Alright, so you and you can get shuffled off to the archive. Client mods can get shuffled off to the archive. Let's wrap this up while we're here. Should not need that. This still has. Wasn't paying attention to. Okay, so it's gone now. Should be fine. So that's there for API compatibility. That should handle all of the formats that we were handling before. And then we need to document these methods so that they are considered part of the public API. Crust icons, release icons. What level are we at? 2? Yeah. Legacy, icon, atlas. These methods formally performed icon limit management. They are now stub implementations documented here since some mods were calling them directly, and we have a runny nose. And they must be considered part of the public API interface. See, some model.release icons would only take How are we doing code examples here? Just indentation. Pretty sure that was only ever that. And model.request icons could be either. Model.request. Well, it accepted a bunch of things, unfortunately. So it would accept an array or an object. And each of those, okay, so array could treat each thing as either a string or an object. And object would just assign, well, used to process that for that. So the array format could have taken an object of that format. And we should probably identify that these are part of the icon atlas scene. And now this one is no op stub. No, actually, this is an object. Can't. And object, yeah, only accepts things with keys. So you can't pass just a string. Do I have, that was Legion, which we're kind of done with. Git status. Right, because we kind of checked out the old one. Which could make the diff a little awkward. Oh, and I have to... Yeah. All the mod info stuff almost got me again. Server. For real. Changelog. Restore model dot request icons model dot release icons as stubs since mods were calling them. Alright, mod info is cleaned up. Date and version are updated. Let's see, I didn't actually fully update this one yet, or fetch the latest one yet. 1.1.2.2.14. It's still a wee bit simplified. Well, this is diff from what was committed there. Yeah, so that still removed most of it. Those are all modified. Restore model dot request icons model dot release icons as stubs since some mods were directly alright, and then we'll tag and update that later. Hey Sale, how's it going? And that I think we're done with. I'm sniffling a lot, but I got one thing tracked down. Let's just take a quick check here. See if anybody else has discovered anything. Nope. I don't even remember which. Okay, yeah. So no further discoveries on that. So there's this. I'm not actually playing that often these days. I did a few like AI games many months ago. Right now it's mostly mod maintenance. Maybe I should find some time for that sometime. So the issue we've got right now is that we've got one. Yeah, that's the thing. Ellen Flippitos, welcome. Yeah, I was part of it for a long time, but I don't know. With the drop in updates, I kind of drifted out of that and RTS in general a little bit. I guess I've always been a little bit more of a single player, like, don't like the confrontational stuff as much. But I definitely had some fun with it, and every once in a while I think about getting back. Alright, so we've got one mod that for some reason... Yeah, I think actually a lot of the stuff I play is EA in some form. So, okay. And actually it's probably time for a checkpoint on this. I never got around to making a proper version on it. Where have they hidden this now? Community mods, community mods. I don't know what the client zip. Yeah, I was inspired by, I forgot the other economy mod, but I was going for a little bit more information density, where he was going for simplicity, I think. Community mods, community mods. That shouldn't be as important, but community mods Legion icon, huh? Maybe I just wasn't getting all this stuff before. Right now, well, I was just fixing a thing I didn't realize was a public API in Hodgepodge. And now I want to look at, Twitch noticed a progress bar related to one of my mods that, it seems to be just that one mod, which is weird. Alright, this is probably a lot more than I was archiving before, but whatever. Or maybe there just is more. Alright, checkpoint that stuff. And actually, there's a lot of files in here. It'd probably be a lot easier to search in there than in the general pool. So we actually need, is this the core file or... Handlers, applied bindings model, committee mods model. I can probably see... This is probably the UI of that page. So is there anything here? Well, I think he's replacing this anyway. So on this page, we are specifically loading and of course that's how about script? Lots of descriptions. Okay, that is brackets. How is there no scripts on this page? Oh, this is only a fragment. Okay. So it is this one. Boot, community mods CSS, community mods JS. Those are the only two on this page. So this must be it. So can we define anything? Downloads. Why was it downloading? Done with you. That's Legion. It's Icon Atlas. Okay. Community mods, HTML. Visible has downloads. Has downloads, download status, download styles. File. Download progress styles. Community Mods Manager has downloads. Huh. Where are we getting file from? Anyway. Has downloads, real downloads length. Calculate multiple values once via subscribed via computed. You know what? Since I'm kind of between projects, I should probably get up and take a break. I will be back in a few minutes. Oh, she has 2 knives. Wow. Oh. Ah! Oh, too slow. Yeah, can't take any of my stuff off. That was rude. It's like, this is the second time I've been killed by my mother. What is it with this?
Now she's just killing everybody else.
Hyperchondriac, not because I'm a liar.
I'm trying. I'm just digging up stuff now. I think it's been a couple of minutes. I feel like it's been a couple of minutes.
Yeah, come into my womb. That sounds so weird. Oh god. I just said something very stupid. Yeah, baby's cut.
Oh, there we go.
Todavía no se había despertado.
Ah, ahora sí. Sí.
Vale, yo lo veo bien.
Vale.
Métete en un arco.
Like 15 was the right amount to get. I'll tell you that much. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my god, that was insanely terrifying. What the fuck? What? Oh my god, no. Did I just...
Alright, welcome back. Alright, so we're looking for... we're down in the managers. I don't think we need those names anymore. We want to know why one particular mod keeps showing up as a download. We have downloads. For each downloads, progress percent, status. Wait. Real downloads dot length. I guess I missed the return value there. Oh, real download subscribe. Ah. Okay, that was subscription. Downloads, not dead URI. Okay. We're at self.downloads is an observable array. Download complete. So we're not getting a complete event? Or download failed. Well, presumably it is getting removed. Because we complete on download. Update our progress. Push. Okay, oh, needs download. Okay, so this is getting into why it's in there. MD5 mismatch? Well, it's not just a local file problem because somebody else noticed this. Okay, that's self.download, which implies something called that. So why would something call that? Download status, Unity mods. Actually, what we want is community mods dot down. Nope. Alright, well I can't do this by peer inspection, I don't think. Let's not quickly. So it's a question of how often you're going to overwrite things. So this is mostly going to be in the manager. So step one. Main page. If we're going community mods and back. Community mods. Okay, it's not up. It's not downloaded all the time, so we can get some debugging in here. It might get wiped out for like restart or something, but we can work a bit. Okay, downloads. It's formatted stripped. I think we're done with you. Self.download. Which is pretty common, unfortunately. Console.log. Download. Okay, so go into community mods. Oh, if this happens on exit. There's a bunch of stuff happening there. So community mods. Was it navigate? Self.back, busy. Update active zip mods. Window.location.href. Oh, that might be it. Download Mini32. MD5. Up to date. Download completed. Although in 4 seconds. Okay, there's the 64. So it's saying it's not up to date? Okay, we don't get the not up to date. So I wonder if this is just a not leaving enough time to download things? Nope, I saw it again. completed. So where is up to date coming into this? Status.md5. All right, so there's a couple places this could fail. Actually, I don't need an else because it's a return. Status.state, status.md5, md5. Okay. So this is an MD5 error. Really? Ah, right. I really want an interactive search there. Okay, you are a waste of time. All right. Download meta. So we are getting status MD5, which is saying the thing it downloaded is this. And there is some MD5 we have for that somewhere that is different. And this is today, so it is downloading it. So where are we getting this MD5 that's not matching? Is that from the... Oh, there's a debug log somewhere. Oh, self.download. Wait a minute. Self.download. MD5 equals download.md5. If MD5. What? What? Oh no, that's the status object. And there's things happening in parallel. That's a different mod. And there's async things going on. So we had printed out download when we started this. And our search isn't working. Download. Wait, what? 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 Is there like... File MD5. List order is a little different. This may have been changed by something. So we would have to know the exact MD5 method being used. Is there a good generic? Online. Online. Well, that might be a different kind of hash. We'll have to see. Is this accessible from here? Okay. Hash file comp windable.pa.improved. That's completely different. And I don't think I have any of the notes from when we were first dealing with this. It seems to be a different number of bytes, maybe? Oh, no, wait. Oh, we have to specify MD5. Okay, so the download thing seems to be accurate in that this is the file received. So probably, do I still have this? No. Do I still have it in this browser? Oh, is it? Ah, it's CDN. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can we not collapse all, please? Alright, so I guess we're back to Chrome. Or I need to find a better, which is still being still being a jerk. Or we could just raw data it. Oh, actually, the raw data is fine. Yeah. The directory MD5 is different than the one I'm getting. Even though it's downloading it from here. Let's actually get this outside of PA just for kicks. And then cert util hash file has file. Well, this might be a. Seems like this is going to have to be a Mikey H thing. Because the community mods list is reporting a different hash than the file it's offering. And I don't know what's going on with that. Unless, maybe this is... Because this is all calculated on my system. So maybe the recent Windows up... Do I know? Because this one shouldn't have been updated in a while. Okay. Well... where is that? MD5 mismatch. And yeah, it has problems. Like installers will sometimes have bad text colors. Firefox will sometimes use system colors as the default colors for things, and then there's no appreciation for contrast. Alright, so that's all we can do with that right now. So, one other thing that had come up. Oh, and I need to... Let's see, we added that, and... that. These will eventually get downloaded in console.log. Do we add anything to here? The modified. So that must be manager, actually. Added that one. And I think that was all. Oh, and nav. No, it's community mods. Community mods. Nav.back. We stopped it from actually navigating back. Nothing's jumping out as any of my hacks. Okay. So he said it was either blueprint or floating framework. It was doing something to settings. So like I would normally be doing like this stuff all the time. Okay, well that seems fine. Nope, actually not you. We need settings. Well, I'm not able to reproduce whatever I think it was Quitch was running into. So we've got both those mods on. And I'm not having any problems with at least with modded stuff. What else would we likely be changing? Volume, I've had music volume down. Seems fine. Yep, I can't reproduce that one. Do we have anything else on PA to do right now? Oh, right, I never poked the person about that. Mostly kind of big stuff. Let me see if I can track this down. So this would have to be No, actually, it should be the mod topic. So, although I don't think I've actually updated my... Yeah. Well, the instance is that some applications will mix getting theme colors with manually specified colors. So if they just use black text on default color black background, it tends not to look so good. And then Firefox will kind of support that, so, well, no, I wouldn't want to do that. I was going to think, well, there's a weather site, but that's going to bring up my location. Is that active? It might be. No, I think I still haven't reset. Oh, I have reset default browser. All right, loading maps from shared server. Remember settings. Remote. System count. All right. Yes. So yeah, it's just a straight up list, and I'm a little bit constrained now, but that's what the interface gives you. Okay. Uh. So this includes servers. The default is the worst. Oh. Fetch failed. Okay. Well, that's... maybe that might have just been a server that got shut down. What was the... Yeah, I forgot what the number was. Oh, that's 13 to 13. Okay, 5 5. Okay, so the numbers are kind of a loading indicator, but it's not like a loading indicator that would be normally recognized. Remember settings? Yeah. Might have been to avoid having to do the downloads. And right, because you can do map packs, which we probably know. Yeah. No, I mean that's yep. We're still processing. Now, would that be try to do something on the button or like have a little spinner on this? Because I guess it does take a little bit to get going sometimes. Multi-planet, once you've got him download, I can probably figure that out. Hide remote systems by default. Ah. I might be manipulating, I have to look into this, an existing thing that enables or disables this button. So I have to do a little bit extra to actually change that. But yeah. And then, Is there a loading delay on that? I'm not seeing much. Yeah. I'm not seeing much loading delay, just loading the page. Now, if we save settings, maybe... And, well, I guess we should give a fair comparison here. I mean, I'm not like pulling out a stopwatch or anything. And maybe I've got a pretty good network connection. Oop. But I'm not noticing significant delay. Yeah, so since we're not selecting them by default, so maybe if we did save settings. Loading delays. I mean, it's loading delays if they select it. So yeah, remote. So as long as we indicate that, hopefully... Oh, yeah. Yep, translations. I've pretty much ignored that problem in mods. Alright, so that might be a little bit of a trickier one. Yeah, so loading maps. You said this is actually the one that got the most user feedback, so that's probably the biggest thing to address. Indicate their... Yeah. Multi-planet be nice. And once they're indicated as remote systems, they'll try one and hopefully figure out that it's slower. Okay. I don't know if I've worked on that on this computer. Ah. Yeah. And then we have to figure out exactly how. Well, I guess you could just categorize them. Local, remote, parentheses slower. Or maybe slower. So that's PA. Okay, that's mods. Do we have this one currently? What about a GW? Probably. Translations bundled. Oh! Okay, yeah, I'd have to look into how the translation system is set up. But yeah, if you're shadowing files, that could cause trouble. All right. Oh, just because something is setting that, it's weird that the server mods don't, because that means that indicates some capability to do it. I'm surprised it was that big. Oh, I probably included all the icon stuff in there. As support material. Alright, now we have to do the hacking dance. Oh, I was up a directory, I guess. Client mods. Okay. And then we'll have to look at other stuff later if we actually come to anything. All right, so loading indicator. Oh, GW start. Actually, what were we doing with CSS? System group, system group, system group. Ah, okay, yeah, just having an idea of what effect that's having. To be a start. All right, so am I doing that, or is that interfacing with the game, some loading process? Load options then. Well, we do have support files. Fix that planet config. Well, I guess there is a get server list. I don't think that's interfacing with any basic stuff. But clearly it has to somewhere. User systems shouldn't be a big cause of delay. Map packs should also be local. So I see it's shared systems. So where? So we have get server list and load systems are our interface points. We've got a systems loaded, which is a promise. User systems, template builder, template loader. That's for the built-in systems, I think. Yeah. So something is... There's template loader. Ah, force game build, maybe. But no, it's already down while we are fetching. And actually, how are we... Where am I referencing all my other files? I feel like I'm... Mod info. GW start is our only entry point. No, maybe it's template loader. Ah, okay. There's another template loader, template builder. Generate from template. Base options. Load. Ah. Okay, Uber, my systems. List out the other things, and then, okay, pack, load. Alright, so each has a load. Loading. When loading is done, we have a systems loaded here. Load selected sources. What does this export? Choose star system templates. Maybe it'd be easier to work from the other side. Shared systems UI. Go to war. Disabled, not ready. Self.ready. New game. Active start card. I didn't touch that, did I? No. New game seed. Okay. Or does the template builder... Huh. What's the timing on this? Did I bumped something here. Q star system templates. Okay, so use the sources. Well, where's names coming from? Oh, it's a subscribe. Model.selected names. So when we select something, force a rebuild. Set the names to use. New game seed forces new game, which is probably going to be this one. It's an observable. New game. Oh, and I guess our subject has changed. Polishing. Alright, so disabling the button is a result of telling it to regenerate. Choose star system templates comes from template loader. Load selected sources. Ooh, that was the thing that got reset. Yeah, you're a mess. You know what? I don't want to take that path. Mod info. Template loader. Alright, so tell each one to load. When they're done loading, we resolve the systems are loaded. And then it goes on to pick systems for the game. The various load methods. To return deferreds. They are individual, but there might be a little bit divorced from their UI here. Model.system sources. Which is set to options when we start up. So if we find options name, saved on each. Well, this gets into the individual. Progress. They do have individual progresses, but that might, yeah, 2 string. So progress is just a string right now. So we could potentially have, and then we have all our other sources that get defined in these various things. Like a loading, and I'm going to have to refresh myself on jQuery deferreds here. Always resolve so it'll be new deferred dot resolve. So we set you up as that, and then we go to user systems, which should return you've got a load method. Oh wait, this was probably included. Yeah, okay. Map packs. Load. Ooh, does that not work the same way? Map pack list. Maybe this is all utility stuff that gets used by the other thing. Yeah, template loader. Ah, okay. So not actively loading is what we're going for here. So we should also have a server premise. And then we should be able to ask, determines the current state. Is rejected, is resolved. So we want to say we will show a loading indicator for that pack while it's pending. But, okay, so now we've got that, it.load. But now we need this twice. Well, it.loading equals it.load. That's not a KO thing, though. So we need not only a deferred, but we need a promise of a deferred. Loading. All right. Okay. And oh man, it's been a long time since I had to look up the spinner. Shared image? Well, apparently not. Unless they actually sort of included it under something else. Nah, not that much. Will that be in transit? Where are you? Is this download? Yeah, okay. We were looking at transit as something that might have I guess that could be a CSS thing. I guess I don't remember if it has a spinner on it. Well, it's not that CSS. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Actually, you know, I just closed community mods, but I know it was using that. Downloads. Image loading animation. Oh, working.svg. Actually, yeah, that could fit as an SVG. Da 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 da. Am I currently doing any processing? No, I'm not currently doing any per group processing when we get loaded. So I'm not sure how much we can easily do into there. Wait, what did... Go away. For each system sources checkbox. text name, text progress. So we need well, the progress will stay around afterwards. Image, we'll have to do some data binding. We also have that. Well, we had that. No, other one. Here's the only image. Main shared image working.svg. And you, I'm not sure. That you could do a visible. Because it's always going to be a truthy thing. Where the observable is always... Oh. I can't use it anyway because state changes in the observable won't trigger changes in... Or state changes in the promise won't trigger state changes in the observable. So visible, so we're going to have to convert that. So actually, are we in context? Yes. So we need to do template loadinger. Loading. So this is just going to be true or false. Then what we need to do actually that works. We should be able to do it.load, get the promise, chain off of it. Our methods are always either resolved or rejected, resolved. It.loading. Oh, which also means we have to set this. We missed the push. This is bound to be broken first time out. Active client. That's shared systems. Right, I probably still have to refresh. Okay, local. Well, nothing horribly blew up. Okay, it's a little bit big. But we got the essence there. Also, was that actually animating? Or was it just fast enough? GW start. We should probably put something on this. Actually, a system group would actually be it. System group. Can we? Line height 24, font size 13. These are all cached now. Okay, that's way too small. How about the 24? And it is not animating. Why would it not be animating? Oh, there is a working. No, that must be some base game stuff. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, 24. I mean, I guess that makes it making it bigger makes it clearer, but I don't think I want it to stand out that much. So somewhere between 13 and 24. That was almost twice as big, though. Well, maybe Stan did something to it, too. Also, we could totally just change the code. GW step loader. Oh, it's actually the default value. Uh... Can you say that? No, you cannot. Okay, fine. Okay, too many. More. There's a number of those. Actually, any one of these would be fine. Or not. Oh, because they get loaded once. I guess. Servers. Okay. Still a little bit too... Man. I guess maybe the stand was doing something. CSS. Maybe stand is overriding the size. Computed style. Yeah, 40 by 40. Image working stand. But I don't like elements that shuffle around based on their size. So let's actually try... Is there any... What else is in that rule? Margin 0. We can deal with that if we need to. Okay. Now we can try out our own sizes. That seems to be about right. We'll have to try it where it actually toggles to... Well, actually, it'll set to off. Okay, it's a little bit larger, and this could actually be the margin thing. Nope, that was a change. That was still a change. Not a very big change. Okay, there we go. So now we take out our little temporary hack. No, loader. All right, so now we see something is going on. Yeah, and right now I am not touching Go to War. I would prefer not to touch Go to War to put something directly on there. This should give an indicator that something is working. Hopefully. Update title and tags, add a system. This is sort of feature changes. Add a loading indicator to system groups. And loading indicator to system groups. To better explain why go to war is disabled. To better indicate. Oh no, I'm even how many files have we changed? Enough to make excluding that annoying. Da, da. Mod structure. GW supports Titans. I mean, probably supports Classic too, but I was never clear on that. Sort of gameplay of Galactic War, but it's not quite the same thing. Currently 22. All right, so taking that off. That line did get rather long, though. Although, we're in the middle of a string concat, so it's a real pain to actually do that. Add a loading indicator to system groups to indicate why go to war is disabled. Alright, and then the other one was related to that. Ah, okay. Yeah, local remote is kind of related to that. But then we need to essentially come up with icons that are like I don't know if there are any established icons for like map pack versus, well, there's shared systems. This would pretty much be all client. There's shared systems itself, which gets into the remote ones. That might work. Also, this is not available. Cloud, yeah. Now then you got map packs. Well, I guess map packs aren't as important. The main thing is it going to take a while to download? So, where do we get image should be fine for this. There's probably let's see, I've never brought that up in this browser, so I don't actually remember. Did I even log in? The other one. Echo Moon app. Yeah, so I may have had some stuff in. There is a sign out. Okay, I do have a login. Let's try app. Does it require me to log in? There's a sign out that says sign in. And there's those invisible colors. Okay. Do you have a cloud? And this is exactly the invisible colors I was talking about earlier. Now that page might have to. Okay, it did it already. You can actually see the typing now. Okay. So that says it is remote. That would indicate that. Better indicate a download, perhaps? Cloud download. Eh. Map. No. So I guess you could do that as map pack, but actually it's already in the selection. Yeah, actually all we need is an SVG for this. Oh, that's a different download. It's downloads. It's still my PA mods folder. This is W shared systems. We could probably go this in here as well. Shared systems. I don't think we're going to get to a lot of icons, so this should be fine. I might have to do something. Oop. That's the PA lobby stuff. And there it is again. To indicate that in the data. Because all we have right now is name, progress, loading, and load. So actually, we have to have a flag for that. So name, well, remote false, remote false. No, that was it. Remote true, and map packs are going to be a false. So GW start. So what we've got right now is we turned it off for something. Oh no, we broke the ID because we wanted to commit. Identifier. Well, maybe I didn't remove it anyway. That's shared systems, not shared systems for Galactic War. .local. Oh, it did catch it as enabled. Okay. Alright, so right now, okay, looks like we've got an invisible checkbox that's being surfaced as the highlight. I kind of want to put this after the name. Image class equals system group remote data bind equals visible remote source equals what's this going to be? UI mods. Shared systems, cloud download.svg. I am trying to make some user interface improvements to a mod I've done. Let's see if we can get that to turn off. So, like, this gives you a selection of different systems you can play. However, some of them are on remote servers and take a moment to download. Okay, we got the image. Image was not found. Network. Yeah. So this is relative to co-UI UI, I guess. Without the most recent changes, yes. It is in the Community Mods Manager. It is shared systems for Galactic War. And whereas the base game will only give you this one pool of default systems, this will allow you to use systems you've designed, map packs you've downloaded, and some shared systems online that many people have created. Which is the part that can take a little bit to download. And then the regular shared systems mod will let you to use all those online systems in regular multiplayer games, or just AI skirmishes or whatever. This is specific to getting stuff into Galactic War for the pool of planets to pull from. So we've got mods, blah blah blah, mods, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, got fine. Mods, GW shared systems, cloud download.svg, did not find. CUI. CUI. Okay, we have to do some coloration and sizing on that. Much as with the other SVG. CSS. Yeah. System group, remote, icon. We'll start with white, and then maybe we'll reconsider that. Width 18 pixels. Height 18 pixels. I don't know if margin is actually an issue. Ooh. No, I just did remote. Okay, so it's not accepting. Ooh. The file SVGs don't accept color. I would need to implement as an SVG in the document. Or change the icon. Yep. Rotate mirror, move, scale, canvas alignment. Grid. No. Really? We're getting competing browser. Wow, okay. Have I ever... Oh, man. And even Windows is confused. Okay. No. Oh my gosh, we have so many choices. Oh, you think well, there were several choices there, so I don't know which one you're referring to. You think MSIs are better, or was that something else? Okay, yeah, that's not a big deal. Now, I do have to see how long this takes to download. It's not too bad. Wait a minute. SVGs are text. Path. But I'd need to know... The entire UI is essentially an embedded web browser, or embedded web browsers to a certain extent. So you can do a fair amount without too much effort. Other people get into the unit modding. Units are JSON files, which can be a little bit archaic, but it's plain text. You can mod it, and then you sometimes have to deal with typos and things. Yeah, so in theory, there's probably just an SVG attribute I could use. Can we just change color of SVG file? Well, it's in JavaScript. You could conceivably use some compile to JavaScript languages. Oh, okay. Or the rest. Add replaced images ID, images classes. Yeah, so this is actually replacing with an inline SVG. So there's not a way to just do that. So yeah, it's JavaScript, and then HTML, CSS. And there's some peculiar file formats for if you start getting into unit models and things. But it did definitely, if not now, come with some tools to convert those. And if you ask around on the forums or Discord or places, you should be able to find people who've done all that stuff before. Downloads. Another installation of Python 2.7. Well, probably for some interface scripting, so you could like have it, sort of do some operations for you. SVG. It's SVG. Oops. Well, that's just desktops. That's fine. But I do sometimes have to switch that off for installers. I mean, can we literally just... No, I cannot. Oh, it's not a shape element, it's a path element. Using CSS. What I need is an example of this. Well, oh, you know what? It's probably fill, maybe? Because there's fill and stroke. Oh! Okay, so that, the inverse color there looks a little weird. Also, that white's a little bit bright. What is our text color here? That didn't seem to work very well. What? Why? How? I wish I knew how I did that so I could undo it. Did I, like, grab something? Oi. Hope that's not permanent. Form group label. Color, color, color. Color overridden. Color overridden. Okay, fine. Styles. Where is... computed properties. Oh, that's all. What's the matter with my oops. Abort? Right, because I opened this. I guess we don't need you anymore. Abort. Oh, yep, we're already doing the colors. As far as the little updates, I understand there were, like, the hotfix updates. I understand that there may have been some sim performance issues that they're trying to understand. Can't color it. That was the wrong color anyway. Okay, that blends in a little bit better. Oh, although it stays dark, and since it's an image... Well, what's the brighter color? That might make more sense anyway. Label... Oh, that's... selected EEE. Yeah, so we seem to have lost default server. I don't know. Is that something I have? Oh. Yeah, that may have changed. Because I think I ended up pulling that from the other mod. Well, that's not what we're doing now. We can investigate that, but this is a thing that we have done. Alright, so opinion. Right now, I put these over on the right so that the names would stay aligned. Yeah, but if you put it on the left, then the cloud icons would be aligned, followed by the names. I guess it's, yeah, this is kind of in the progress area, and this is like, hey, this one's going to take a little bit longer to download. It's probably okay. Yeah, you know, I thought of that. I thought that would be a pain in the butt. Because of web. So this is a label in an LI. The LI should be the block element. I'm not sure which one I'm doing the frame on. That one, the label has the border. So I might have to do some positioning games to get it within that. I need to be done with you because I keep opening that. So CSS. So remote. I think I have to make you a block. And that might work with the float. And then we want label. Is it position relative to make that a frame? Yeah, okay, so that actually wasn't too bad. I do not know anything about sales. It's under new management now, so I don't know what their policy on that is going to be. I know in the past, under Uber, I think it often went on sale, you know, during the major Steam sales. But, you know, sort of looking at past history is sort of the only guide you're going to get there. Mod info. No, I never got around to making that here. Yes. Okay, we added 2 files. All right, it's going to be everything in here. Add work. Add an icon for remote systems. Oh, and well, let's see, do we have any other really low-hanging fruit here? A number of those systems which are multi-planet. Well, yeah, I mean, Uber kind of let it lie, so it might take a while to rebuild things. Oh, that's right. I was thinking I could actually do like local systems, remote systems, but oh well. And then, yeah, possibly have that. But that I was kind of thinking that just doing that will, marking it will help avoid some of those issues. Now, yeah, multi-planet. Now we've had to do some analysis of this. Presumably. Systems loaded. No, systems up planets for each. System.planets, system.planets, system.planets. Map pack. System.planets. So once we're downloaded, and I think that basically falls under progress. Yeah, pre-made, user progress, observable blank, observable blank. You get the progress observable, you get the progress observable. So those are currently handled on a case-by-case basis. So progress is coming from the individual thing. Loading. Loader. Premade dot length. That's the systems. Well, we can try to get the number. I forget how KO works with functions. It's like, can you call a function? No, to call a function, you have to do an inline function, I think. So we define model dot multi-planet count as a function of systems loading. They already did. Systems.filter. Well, I don't think they want me to do it. Oh, is this a system or a systems? That's the individual system, systems.planets. What are you getting? You're getting dot name. Oh. Yes, we don't have direct data, we have promises. Uh, okay, selected. So if you get an individual system group, actually let's get opt or options. If opt.selected, then we want to get if opt.load. Oh, wait. Every time you call a load, it does a new deferred. Nope, they're also individually cached, I think. That is resolved. Ups.load. Right. So we have to do done. Oh, this is async. I'm trying to return a value. Which is probably why I had the whole progress thing before. So this might not work. So either I have to incorporate this into progress. Or I have to have a separate piece of information that's communicated back from the loading process, which definitely has access to all of the data. And I don't have any nice place to do all of this, do I? Well, I could have... Whoop, buried my windows here. And JVSD Guardian, thank you for the follow. Glad you like watching me bang my head against code. Alright, so... premade.length. My systems... That's still user systems, which is a thing that could get past progress. 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 Yeah, we might end up duplicating some code here. Count multi-planet. Systems dot for each. If system dot planets dot length, oops, greater than 1. JavaScript type plus plus, I forget. All right, so pre-made. I don't have to format this. Well, start with that. Count multi-planet pre-made. Okay. I'd basically have to make a module just for this one function, which makes me kind of reluctant to try and abstract it. But we can copy pasta. Well, actually, I could have that return this whole string. And then copy that around. Yeah, I'm kind of want to wrap this up and go get lunch myself. This might take a few minutes yet. Oh, that uppercase M kind of sticks out. All right, so user systems. Progress. So that's a 0. And that's when done. Okay. Oh, in order to test this, I'm going to get a map pack. Because there is different code. Well, maybe I've got some installed. Yeah, got one. That works. So we did user systems. Sure. Progress. Okay, that's 0. Okay. All right. And that does cause some rep, unfortunately, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. And shared systems. Now these might actually do some partial progress. Yeah. Progress 0. Nope. Another one. That might be an unnecessary rewrite of progress, but... Oh my gosh. So many. Wait. Yeah. So many places to update. Progress 0. And different order, that's interesting. Well, that seems to be working. Alright, so unwind you. Update the changelog. Added count of multi-planet systems in parentheses. Got a little bit ugly there. Now, one way to quickly check if it's actually just the server's gone. Is to bring up regular shared systems. I saw that map pack activated. Oh, I guess that the system editor would have actually done that, huh? System sharing server is currently offline. Yep. Okay, so there's no URL for me to update here. Disable. That does not remove this by default. And then this might be for the future. Because it is getting to be lunchtime for me. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to Kuro Kitsune, Destructively Phased, Game Dev TV, Catnox, Dummiest Leopard, and Rearrange. That makes games. Dog and Leg, Destructively Phased, Ruffalo's, One Jelly Bean, Thylos, SSP Live for hosting me. What do we have going on right now? That seems like it's likely to be wrapping up soon. Okay. All right, well, I'm really making game mods. Makings of a Hero is making a, well, described as an ARTS MOBA, pretty much from scratch. So if you're looking for some more game development, that's a cool place to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until next time. Oh. Oh, and thank you, Mike. Mike Meach. I'm terrible at pronunciation. Mike? Okay, cool.